All right. What's up, everybody? This is Jay Cypher here, back with another Cypher short. Gonna do something a little different today. This is gonna be more of a mindset that people should have moving forward if you're gonna get into crypto. Um, I believe that you have to be able to see what is right beyond the visible. This is gonna sound crazy to a lot of people, but it's more like intuition. It's more like when someone's talking and you know what they're going to say before they say it, and then they say it, and you're just like, oh well, it's no surprise. Or you see like the first 5 minutes of a movie, and you know everything that's gonna happen in the movie before it even happens, and then you're not really surprised. This is kind of that same sort of mindset. So when you're in cryptocurrency and you're in crypto, just like how I told you, I knew years ago all these stable coins like Terra, Tether, all of these are going to start falling apart, and they're going to start crumbling, and it's going to cause panic. And then BTC is going to start failing. Not now maybe, but pretty soon we might see BTC crash, Ethereum pretty soon after, and then everybody's going to get scared out of the crypto space. But only a few cryptos are going to be left. And if you're inside of those cryptos, there's no telling how rich you will become. And that's kind of the mentality that a lot of people are discovering. The longer you stay in crypto, the longer you understand that's a mentality that some people have within this space. Some people may sound crazy, and I need you to understand the type of mindset, the type of energy of where that may be coming from. So this is just a quick, interesting little take on things. Check this coin out. This was sent by somebody who I follow. He was sent this from somebody else, and it says, "The Awakening. You can't wake a person who is pretending to be asleep." That's why I say, wake up, Neo. It's time to wake up. I'm talking to you. It's time to wake up, and it's time to see things from a different perspective. Let's take a step back. Let's go back in the past. This is Egyptian. This was taken inside, deep inside of I think a temple. Look at this. This looks like a snake, but look at it again. That's what this. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. That's what this is about. I want you to take another look. Look at this again. This is what I see. Giants. It says in the Bible, again, the book, I just did a thing on this, in the book of Giants, which was part of the Dead Sea Scrolls, which was some scrolls that were found in a cave in Egypt not too long ago, describing the Book of Enoch and other books that were supposed to be part of the Bible, but were literally word for word in the Book of Enoch. It says that these were not meant for this time, but a time later on that will bring about the beginning of the end times. So this was part of that, the Book of Giants, but this is an Egyptian tomb separate from that. This is a giant holding what must be a giant light bulb. If you look at this to me is just a giant light bulb. And maybe they're inside of the I don't want to say the word tombs, because people keep telling you these are tombs. No, I don't think they were tombs. They were something else that we just don't understand yet. Look at this. And these is just energy devices. And it has a cord, what looks like a little lotus flower, and it's attached to a giant bulb with a snake, but that snake is probably just generating light so that these people can work on the inside of tombs, and giants are walking around holding these things. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying, look again. I might be 100% wrong. That's fine. I'm just saying, take another look. Check this out. An old school picture. Nothing really special about it. I just want you to look again. Something happened here. something happened here. There's water erosion on the bottom of the Sphinx. Something happened here, and this is not wind erosion. I don't care what they put in the textbooks. What they put in the textbooks is ignorance. Something major happened here that wiped out this civilization. They'll tell you that that the Romans came and they thought the limestones were pretty, so they ran up and down chipping the limestones off the limestone casing off of it and shipping it over to Rome. It sounds like an explanation. It sounds more like an opinion. I don't know. It sounds kind of, I don't know. Honestly, it sounds dumb to me. I don't believe that. And again, I'm just telling y'all, take another look. A lot of Egypt is guarded. There's a lot of underground passages and tunnels that are guarded by the Egyptian military. You're not allowed to go in there. I always assume that's because Egypt, the government of Egypt, knows what's happening in there, but they don't want you to know. So there's a huge information gap. There's a huge information gap. I just want y'all to go ahead and take another look. That's all I'm asking. Take another look. There's something going on here. There's writing on the ceiling. There's these beautiful writings, carvings, engravings. Look, I've looked at this for years. I've looked at stuff like this for years. I've been in art. I studied a little bit of architecture. I've been in art for years, for decade plus. Imagine, I'm just saying that there's something else going on that we don't understand. And I'm telling you, you have to start getting that mindset to where you're able to start looking beyond what these people, the government and other people, are shoving in your face. What the mainstream is shoving in your face is not what you need. It's not the information you need. It's the information they want you to see. And this is just a mindset thing. Check this out. Imagine if you stumbled upon this while just walking around. You never heard of a pyramid before, never heard of a temple. You were just on a trip with your friends to this place. They heard that there was this cool thing you could see. And imagine you stumbled upon this. What would be your first thought? My first thought would be, a very powerful ancient civilization made this. Where you got to ask, what happened to that civilization? If they were great enough to make something like this that we can barely reproduce today, even if we tried, what were they like? How come they disappeared? Let's keep it moving. I want to move on to LiDAR. A lot of y'all people never heard of LiDAR before. It's kind of a newer technology. Imagine radar, but it's something you can put inside of a plane, an airplane, and you can shoot down waves that can see through foliage. And with this technology, they're able to see whole entire ancient cities that were beneath foliage, forests, rainforests. This one is in the Yucatan, I believe. Mayan sites such as Tikal. They're able to see the actual architecture below the foliage, the thick foliage. A lot of times people would fly over this stuff. Let's just keep moving to the next thing. They would fly over it, and they wouldn't even notice that you're flying over an ancient city. There's one in Southeast Asia. It's the size of New York. The city was the size of New York City, but it's completely covered in rainforest. LiDAR was able to depict it. I was kind of looking for it, but I'm kind of in a rush today, so I just wanted to go over some of this stuff. If you look into stuff like this, you're gonna start seeing Tartarian. Um, Tartarian was supposedly a race of giant Russian people. Um, they had free energy devices everywhere. The only thing we have left of them is tartar sauce. But they had buildings with free energy all over that apparently was able to tap into the aether of Earth and then just produce energy out of thin air. Pretty cool. There's a lot of buildings, a lot of stuff on this. I don't want to get too deep into that. What I do want to show you is some of these ancient photos, because Tartaria, what a lot of people will tell you is that it was destroyed by a mud flood. I don't know if that's Noah's flood or if that's a secondary flood that came after, but they say there's a mud flood. If you look at these ancient pictures, or if not ancient pictures, but if you look at these ancient sites, you'll see a lot of times that there's modern looking buildings right on top of these temples. These temples. And this is all around the European area. If you dig just a little bit underneath, you'll see a whole entire world that was built on top of. I think this is France, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a whole entire ancient civilization that was beneath the mud. And there must have been some sort of restart on top of these areas or something. So I want to keep it moving. Again, Egypt again. There was a lot happening here. A lot happening here that we don't understand. And even the people that do understand, they will not tell you the whole truth. So I just want you guys to keep an open mind. And that's what this is about. I kind of want to get to the next thing, which is the Chicago World Fair. Think Nikola Tesla. Think the first, big energy devices that they wanted to show off. The whole entire world would bring these gigantic electrical devices over here to the Chicago World Fair. They would I think they would boat in, and then they would set up shop and show off. Look at this manufacturing company, Tesla, right here. And General Electric was here, and a lot of the big company names you'll see were here. This was a very, very, very interesting time to be alive. This is also what they deemed as the Great White City. I believe it was burnt down. Look at this, more energy devices, all kinds of interesting things. I believe Ford had their car here. If anybody lives in Chicago and you hear this, please let me know about this. I find this place incredibly interesting. And supposedly it was burnt down to the ground twice. First time it was kind of just burnt down because there was a city here made completely out of wood. The streets were made out of wood. Everything was made out of wood. It burnt down. I find this place very interesting because I just know there was free energy here. There was free energy here, and they stopped doing the World Fair, but the world needs something like the World Fair right now. We are in desperate need of something like this. This is an old map. Chicago, I believe Chicago is like right here, I think. I don't know why it's not on here, but Chicago has an ancient name. I think we'll get to that in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you guys the Great White City. Is what they called it. Check that out. It's beautiful, but they said these they had a architecture building, an engineering building, a building for free energy. They had all this stuff here. Very, very interesting. I gotta speed it up. You can see this on YouTube. The incredible story of 1893 World's Fair, 100 years ago. Ridiculously beautiful. I don't know why they made these buildings temporary. I don't know why they stopped the World Fair. It's these. We need these things right now. Our youth needs these things. We need something to look forward to. They had boats from all over the world: Egyptian boats, Greek boats. They even had a Viking boat, and they would just float up and down these waterways and show people around. They had these wonderful streets. I think it's still kind of here, but not in its former glory. I don't know. Again, I don't know why they made these buildings temporary. I think it was destroyed on purpose in order to hide something. If you guys start to research Tesla, he had a bunch of crazy devices. He had a box that can vibrate at the same frequency as a building and wobble the whole building. You know, he almost destroyed his own house with it. The Tesla coil, if you know how it works, it coils up energy and it gets faster and faster and faster until it gets to the top. You can turn a little bit of energy into a gigantic blast of energy that radiates. Imagine walking around, and Tesla coils are everywhere. You'd be walking around and your cell phone would be fully charged everywhere you go. And it would constantly be charging when you walk past one. And you wouldn't feel the energy, but your cell phone would be getting powered. Again, you know, there's all kinds of stuff out there that we don't know about or has been taken from us or hidden from us for someone's benefit. I just want you to understand crypto, it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. Stuff is being hidden from us. We're being trickle-truthed. There's a lot of stuff in here that there's a lot of stuff out there that is not being told to us, and that's what the whole ISO thing is about. They kind of tell you, but at the same time they don't. They don't let you know, hey, this is going to be the future. Y'all get ready. Nobody comes out from the government and says that, So I just want you guys to keep all this stuff in mind as we move forward and talk about crypto. That there is a world out there that is hidden in plain sight right in front of you, and you guys need to open up your eyes. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. All right, I'm gonna get back to doing what I need to do, and hope y'all take care. Hope you enjoyed this interesting, different take. Open up my mind a little bit. Let you guys know what's going on in here, all the craziness. And I hope you guys take care. Walk with God. Go in peace. Love you. Peace, peace, peace.